Hello everyone, this is the Health Fairy, Rebecca Karchere. Today is Friday the 23rd, and so I thought I would start out by saying last week, very quickly, my computer crashed 3 minutes before I was ready to go on live, and so I just grabbed my phone and just improvised, and so that's why I'm all over the place. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Wearing my little fairy necklace for the show. Just quickly, so today I want to briefly share that I'm available. I'm making Module 2 available, which is part of Source Energy Technique. Source Energy Technique is my technique and how I heal people, mainly with energy medicine. And so I incorporate a lot of different modalities and I kind of blend them all together. My nutrition background, etc., and for the purposes of empowering the individual. Not so much practitioners that I'm steering towards. I want to really help empower your everyday person walking down the street, because they're the ones that are going to conventional medicine when they have a problem, and that's what I want to shake up a little bit. So on that note, Rebecca's rants, okay? So here's my rant for the day. I know this very clearly, and you know, forgive me if you already know, but conventional medicine, okay, what it originally was meant to be and what it is today are very different. Today, conventional medicine is disease management. And so that's their specialty. What did I write down? Disease management specialists. That's what they are. Disease management specialists. It's important to really understand that, because their tools are not the tools for healing. Their tools are for management of symptoms. And so if you're looking to be healed, you're in the wrong place. Yes, you're in the wrong place. Who am I to say that? Do your research. So I want to bring to light, you know, this is why I get frustrated, because, you know, innocent so-and-so has a condition and they go to a doctor, of course, who wouldn't, but they're being managed, their symptoms are being managed. They have no clue why they have the symptom. They're trusting the doctor, and it is a crime that in this day and age that we have the system that we have. It's absolutely disgusting. And I understand that this is part of our evolution, et cetera, and we're going through this for a reason, and we'll eventually evolve out of it. But for me, it's extremely uncomfortable to hear what I hear, and I just need to vent a little bit. That's why this is Rebecca's Rants. So, number one, I don't do a heck of a lot of research for the fact that I know that I'm being swayed one way or another in the first place. I know that there's an agenda behind the person who's writing it, and I'm very, very skeptical of most things. Okay, that being said, it's just critical thinking. That being said, I believe, you know, I don't have all the stats, like I said, because I don't trust all stats, but it seems very clear and evident, in fact, it's been admitted, that if, God forbid, you have cancer, the doctors know that it's a war between the chemotherapy and radiation and your body. It's like, who's going to win? You know, they know that, you know, that you may not make it. Why? Because the chemotherapy, you're ingesting chemicals, you're taking chemicals into your body. So you may die just from the chemicals alone. In fact, a healthy person who has no cancer in their body, they could die from the chemotherapy. So what does that tell you? Why in the world are we as a culture, as a society, subjecting ourselves through this? It's, again, absolutely asinine. So you're better, you know, in a perfect world, no one develops cancer. But in a real perfect world, we evolve past the fear of disease in the first place. We evolve out of the fear of cancer. And that actually, on the flip side of that, I'm going to bring something else in. We need to evolve out of the fear of living, because as famous quote by Marianne Williamson. She states that we're not fearful of, you know, failure so much as we are of successes. We're afraid of our power. And so power is synonymous with peace, truth, God, healing, and so on. And so that's what we're afraid of. So there's a proverb that I'm going to paraphrase, but the proverb was, if someone is sick, and this is like a specific to a culture, if someone was sick, they would be approached, someone would approach the sick person and say, when was the last time you danced? Or why did you stop dancing? And, you know, it's simple, and, you know, you could blow that off. That's very valid, because most people, let's just talk about America, are not dancing. They're doing a 9-to-5, 40-hour work week, and they're looking forward to retirement, and they're paying off their mortgage, et cetera, et cetera. And I think it's a bunch of crap. So I shouldn't say it's going to, but it makes us sick, because we're not really thriving, and we're not really living to our fullest potential. We're not really happy. And so the Bible speaks about joy, that joy is our medicine, and joy is what's going to heal us. And so one of the main principles of my company, Pure Nutrition, is only God heals. And that's fact. So I'm not just speaking words. Only God heals. And what is God? The power within us. It is the power within us. We heal ourselves. And so that's what I bring to light when I do my personal coaching for people on the phone. And this is why I'm teaching Source Energy Technique, because we have to wake up to the power within us and not be scared of who we are, because it will make us sick. And in fact, the disease that we're complaining about is actually a gift. If we look at it that way, it's actually there to wake us up. So let's not shut it down with drugs and surgery. Let's listen, and let's become alive. Let's really live. Okay? So that's my little rant. I hope you start dancing. I started dancing with my son. He starts playing these silly videos that I haven't heard in 20, 30 years. And we're having a good time at the house, and I'm realizing this is what is missing in the world. We need to have more fun. So please have more fun. Okay, so crazy tales, my crazy tale section. Here is a fun, miraculous story that blows my mind, right? I know it's not me doing this. I'm just a witness to it, or a conduit, and it's absolutely amazing. So this one of my patients called me up in a panic, and she said that she had this lump on her neck, possibly multiple, I don't recall, but a lump on her neck that she had for over a month, and it was freaking her out, and she's ready to go to the doctor. And my first thought was, why didn't you call me sooner? But anyway, so this was a session over the phone. I was calling from my home office in Florida at the time, and I said, all right, let's dive in and see what this is. What I say is, let's go down the rabbit hole and see what we find. What is going on here? So long story short, doing long distance healing, energy medicine, source energy technique, whatever you want to call it, long distance, prayer, doesn't matter. Whatever I had identified, by the end of the session, within less than an hour, the lump was gone. I'm not kidding. She told me the lump was gone. And I had checked back with her, and about 3 or 4 weeks later, she said, it's gone. Like, no big deal. It's gone. I'm like, okay, let's move on then. So no surgery, no medication. What did I do? I just explained. I just prayed. I tuned in and healed whatever it was. I might have made some recommendations to her. I might have brought some insight to her that she was not really ready to recognize, or something going on in the subconscious that needed to surface. And so that's my crazy tale for today. So that's a lot of fun. My tip of the day. come on, people, let's start eating healthier. Let's stop eating the fried foods. Let's stop eating the white flour. This stuff just has little to no vitality. Just stop eating the crap. And I know we can, in an ideal world, eat whatever we want, and that's great. But when you're doing it over and over and over again, it wears down the body. The body is a vessel, and it's an organic vessel, and it needs the foods that the earth provides. So my suggestion to you is start eating foods that come from nature, that you can actually identify and prepare those foods. Preferably stick to the produce section of your store, or grow your own food, which is what I'm doing, and you'll feel better. And this is medicine. This is prevention of all of the diseases out there. Eat from the earth, okay? Because we did not come out of a factory, and nor should our food. And I mean, it's just logical. But I will say, if you are eating quote unquote crap, which of course everyone does, including myself, just bless the food and enjoy it. Please don't be the person that says, oh, I'm bad, I shouldn't be eating this. That is more problematic. You might as well enjoy it. All right, and have a great week. Thanks for tuning in. Please comment, email me, call me, let me know how this is helping you. And then if you'd like any resources, or if you'd like an appointment, if you'd like to sign up for my courses, and please, if you have a health concern that you'd like me to evaluate, I could do that live or privately. That's completely up to you, but I hope you have a great week and take care. This is the Health Fairy Live with Rebecca Karchere. Thanks for watching.